Gangsters, what up? Anyway, hi. Erry's Eats, happening again. It's that time again. And today's hat is going to be a oldie but goodie if you follow my Facebook post. Butt drugs. If you didn't know, Butt Drugs is the name of an actual drugstore in Corydon, Indiana, which is about an hour away from my house. And let me tell you, you go in that place and probably about 90% of what they're selling there is merchandise. I mean, they got hats, shirts, keychains, koozies, shot glasses, pajama pants, boat anchors, dot matrix printers, things like that, all with Butt Drugs on them. Okay, so Friday, you may have seen, may not have seen, that I was bitching about the high cost of beef jerky. Although I love it, I could just never bring myself to spend. And that shit's like $10 for a decent sized bag. Like, it's ridiculous, ridiculous. So I got the idea to make my own beef jerky because I like beef jerky and I don't want to spend the money for it. And because it's American as fuck, like me. So I'm going to be making my own beef jerky. It's going to be a very special Erry's Eats because it's, we recommend that you marinate it overnight. So it's Friday right now, the 23rd. So I'm going to show you how to put the marinade and all that shit together. And get that all put together and then put it in the fridge. And let it soak overnight. Let that flavor really sink in. And then I'll cook it and all that good shit tomorrow. So if you want the recipe, this is the ingredients. I know it could be kind of annoying to watch a video over and over again to get all the ingredients. So there you go. You can pause the video and write that down for yourself or whatever. Alright, we're going to start with our 3/4 cup of soy sauce, which I had already poured in there, but because I'm making a video, theatrics are very important, I poured it back into the measuring cup and re-poured it back into the bowl. I hate how fucking fake Hollywood is. So I thought I had more soy sauce than I did, but I didn't, so I had to supplement the rest of my soy sauce with the rest of my ponzu. Ponzu is very similar to soy sauce. It has a little bit of a citrusy, kind of sweet flavor, which I think will be good for the beef jerky. Next, we're going to add our 3/4 cup of Worcestershire sauce. Worcestershire sauce, as I call it. A little ingredient. Not really spit. I was just joking. It's just honey. Alright, we got our red pepper flakes. I actually substituted this stuff for red pepper flakes, 6-pepper blend. It's got red pepper in there and it's got all kinds of other yummy, delicious things, so I use that instead. Our garlic powder, onion powder, red pepper, or pepper blend. And then our paprika. I felt the rain stand in paprika. And our seasoned pepper. Bang, bang. And that's going to conclude the ingredients for our marinade. You're going to want to whisk it real good. Whisk, whisk, bitch! Whisk, 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 whisk. Now, a lot of people recommended that I use London broil, but the London broil that was there didn't look very good. And apparently, the bottom round does look good to somebody, or smell good. Anyway, so I got almost 2 pounds of this stuff. It's a 1.90, and it's only $5 a pound, so it's a little under $10 rather. And these come whole, but your butcher, if you ask, will actually cut strips for you, as Ashley Caswell told me. Just told the guy that I was making beef jerky, and he asked me how thick I wanted it. I said, "You're the meat master around here, bud." I guess you're trying to lick the meat juice off my fingers now because I just touched meat. You know, you have a food bowl over there that has actual dog food. Food that's specially designed for dogs. Yeah. And once you've got all your meat in a bag, pour in your marinade. Voila! Make sure you zip it up and spread that meat around real good. Get the marinade all nice and on there. And once you've got your meat all nice and covered with the marinade, go put it right in the fridge for like, I don't know, like at least 3 hours. I'm gonna do it overnight. That's how I roll, bro. Hi friends. It's about 15 hours later, and our beef is looking very nice. Oh yeah. So we're going to drain all the marinade. Then you're gonna make you a nice big bed of paper towels. Dump your meat on there, kind of spread it out, let it dry out for about 20 minutes. Alright, next thing you're gonna need is a wire rack and a cookie sheet that fits the wire rack well, like so. I realize a lot of you are probably saying, you know, Erry, your whole reason for making this was because you said you were too cheap to make jerky. I realize I'm a little bit in the red right now. But I mean, if you think about it, most of the money you're going to be spending up front, it's going to be on ingredients that you don't have, seasonings and stuff like that. I had most of that stuff already because I run a very successful cooking show. But once you have all the stuff you need, you really only have to spend money on meat because, I mean, you don't use that much of the seasoning. So, and you know, if you like it, then it's a good investment. You know, you only have to spend $10 on meat whenever time you want to make it. And you can play with it, you know, perfect your technique, try different recipes, stuff like that. But I have a good feeling about it. Hopefully it pays off. We'll see. So once you've let your meat kind of dry out for a little while, you're going to want to arrange it in a single layer on your rack. Make sure your oven's preheated to 175. Alright, we've got our oven to 175. We're going to slide the meat on in. Let that go. I'm going to check it every couple hours, but or every hour. Supposed to let it go 3 to 4 hours. Okay, it's been a little over 3 hours, and let me tell you, this stuff is looking good. Look at this. Oh yeah, that's like store-bought jerky. All right, so there's our finished product. Real good. If I would have cooked it any longer, it would have been real tough, but the time I cooked it, it's nice and soft and tender and delicious. That is real good. I think next time I might sprinkle a little pepper over the top of the meat before I put it in the oven. I like it a little bit more peppery. But yeah, try it out. Make some tweaks to the recipe if you want. The possibilities are endless. Let me know how your results are. What tweaks you made and all that kind of stuff. It'd be fun, like interactive Erry's. You know? Anyway, I'm gonna go enjoy my Saturday, and I'll see you motherfuckers later. Bye-bye.